The budget 2026 has been announced. The provisions make it very clear now that there is no longer any uncertainty regarding the implementation of the 2025 legislation that the government had tabled. So certainly there is a new law that is coming into place starting from 1st April 2026. One of the aspects which stood out for me in the proposals for budget 2026 was the attempt made by the government to resolve or at least state out its position on a number of controversies that had led to significant numbers of cases in tax litigation. There had been this standing debate about time period, whether it was concerning the reassessment provisions or relating to transfer pricing initiations or relating to the DRP assessment that used to happen in the course of regular tax proceedings. Tax issues also concerning issuance of a document without a document information number. Those have created a significant amount of controversy. The government has attempted to clarify very specifically through retrospective amendments that the time limits that the government's view always had been has been now brought into the legislation, which means that a lot of these cases will now fall through the courts on the interpretation of the past legislation because the law has now been amended retrospectively. So a great move to take care of and resolve the litigation of the past, but of course taxpayers who are taking these legalistic positions in trying to dispute those tax assessments will probably have to go through the rounds of assessment and litigation on those issues. A much talked about proposal relates to some of the incentives that the government has put forth. Clearly, the one that stands out is the one for data centers and the services procured, cloud services procured by international players from India data centers. Of course, the controversy remains whether that revenue or income was in the first place chargeable to tax or tax was collectible by the government of India on that income. But the good part is that this incentive has been extended for a period up to 2047, which is a long period to give more certainty to international players about accessing digital or data services from India. It remains to be seen how well this incentive will be accessed by international players, because data privacy and data storage issues go far beyond taxation. The other one important incentive is on electronics manufacturing. I think that's a great incentive as well, where foreign companies which are providing any equipment to contract manufacturers in India will not create a taxable presence and therefore not have a tax liability in India by having certain equipments at the disposal of the contract manufacturer in India. I think a good one again to give fillip to the electronics manufacturing industry, and should augur well with the way the government wants to promote manufacturing and more service generation from India. One other proposal or a set of other proposals that I think are very interesting are the ones relating to rationalizing some of the existing provisions of the law. For example, the buyback tax has now been rationalized back to a capital gains tax regime instead of a dividend tax regime. A number of TDS and TCS related provisions have been amended. TCS especially has been more rationalized. The return of income filing deadlines have been rationalized again, giving a little bit more time to non-individuals who are looking to file returns, and maybe about a month more given to them. Revised return timelines have been extended, so you have more enablements, of course, with the payment of a fee, but that is pretty nominal. So overall, I feel looking at how the government is looking to rationalize some of these provisions, these are all in the right direction, positive, and give a good reflection that the government is listening to some of the inputs that the industry is giving on how business doing could be simplified in India, especially when it comes to taxes.